Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Maths Tech, your source of great learning. In this series, of course, we are going to teach mathematics in the most simple and natural way so that everybody can benefit. We believe math is not about fear, it is about fun and logic. Whether you are a student, teacher, or a lifelong learner, our aim is to give you a good foundational understanding about the mathematical concepts from basic to the advanced levels. So, without wasting any more time, let's begin. We shall start our journey from the very basic concept of the exponents. So, what are exponents? Simply, if I write a raised to the power n, this n is your exponent. It can also be called as raised to the power, raised to the power, or you can also call this n as index. The plural is indices. And what about this a? This is your base. Base. It could be any number. It could be any variable as well. It means a raised to the power n means a and continuously up to the nth power of a. So n factors of a. Let me give you an example. Suppose that we have 2 raised to the power square. This 2 is your base and this 2 is your exponent. It means that this base is going to be multiplied 2 times. We write it 2 multiplied by 2 is equal to 4. If I write it as 2 dot 2, it also means 4. This dot is your multiplication. If I write it simply as 3 raised to the power square, that means 3 multiplied by 3 is equal to 9. 3 is your base and this base is going to be multiplied 2 times. If I write it as 2 raised to the power 4, it also means that this base 2 is going to be multiplied 4 times. 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, and the answer is 16 over here. If I write something in the form, say, minus 3 whole square, that means that minus 3 is in the bracket and the power of the exponent is in square. It is an even number. What you will get a positive result, means minus 3 within the bracket and again minus 3 within the bracket, and you will get a positive 9 over here. 9 over here. Simply you can compare it with minus 3 cube. What you will get, if you multiply by minus 3 multiplied by minus 3 and again minus 3, 3 multiplied by 3 9, 9 multiplied by 3 is 27. But when you multiply minus and minus, what you will get a plus over here. And when you multiply this plus with this minus, what are you going to get? You will get a minus over here. So it is minus 27 over here. Let me give you other examples also. Suppose that we have minus 1 by 4. That means that this base is minus 1 and it is contained within the bracket. This minus 1 is going to be multiplied 4 times. Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1 and minus 1 and minus 1. So the answer that you will get is a positive 1. Positive 1, and you can simply write it as 1. So if you want to write it also in the form of minus 1 dot minus 1 dot minus 1 dot minus 1, it is also fine. Let me take you to another example also. Minus 6 cube, suppose that we have. Now how are you going to multiply with this? Minus 6 minus 6 minus 6, and the answer is minus 216 over here. Simply, if I write something as 4 raised to the power cube, and now I am going to here use a letter 4. That means that 4 is going to be multiplied 3 times, and this y letter is going to be multiplied 4 times. 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4. and now multiplied by y, multiplied by y, multiplied by y, and multiplied by y. This means 4 for the 16, 16 multiplied by 4 is 64, 64, and by 4 you can also write it as 64 by 4. It is also a nice method. Now, if the bases are the same, okay, if the bases are the same, the powers are going to be added. Simply, let me give you a raised to the power m dot a raised to the power n. You can simply add those powers. This is a. It means that the powers are going to be added. Why? Because the base is same, m plus n. A is the base over here and A is the base over here. So what we are going to do? We are going to add the powers over here. A, m plus n simply. If I write it something as 3 raised to the power 2 and 3 raised to the power 3, what I am going to do? I am going to add the powers over here. Why? Because the bases are the same over here. So 3, 2 plus 3. That means 3 raised to the power 5. Now how you can write it as 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 and multiplied by 3, and you can easily calculate the answer over here. If I write something as 2 raised to the power 2 and 2 raised to the power but without any exponent. Why? If something is written without any exponent, that means it contains the power of 1 over here. Okay. So what are you going to do? 2 raised to the power 2 plus 1 over here. This 2 is going to be now multiplied by 3 times. So 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, that gives you 8 over here. So if you write something as y cube y 5, now the bases are the same. Here it is y and here it is another y. It means y 3 plus 5. That means y raised to the power 8, and you can write it as simply y dot y dot y dot y 1 2 3 4 5 dot y 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and this is your last y. So if you write something as ab5 dot AB5. So it means that what are you going to do? You are going to add the powers over here. But look over here that this base A does not contain any exponent, but it has got the power of 1 over here. So what are we going to do? We are going to add the powers A 1 plus 1 and B 5 plus 5. So the answer will be A square B 10 over here. I hope you like this video. If you do like it, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so I can load more and more videos about this concept. Thank you. Thanks for your time.